invite this August House to a real issue of privatization of the airport. Honorable Chairman, recently the government has decided to award airport to the private parties in the name of development of airport infrastructure development. The government is selling of the airport Adani. There is an international attempt from the government to nepotism, help their crony capitalist friends. The government is paving red carpet for monopolization of airports in the country. Till now, Adani Group won bids to operate and manage development of 6 airports: Ahmedabad, Lucknow, Bangalore, Jaipur, Guwahati, and Thiruvananthapuram. The Adani Group is all set to acquire 4% stake in Mumbai International Airport also. That is what the media report is coming. I would like to point out that there is a clear violation of norms and regulations in giving airports to a single private entity. This clear scam of public money, in this process, the government has violated all rules. First of all, the government has ignored the advice given by some of its own ministries and departments while taking this decision. It is clear that the changes in the norms enabled the Adani Group to win all the 6 bids. The recommendation made by the Department of Economic Affairs, DEA, in the Ministry of Finance and the Niti Aayog on the technical, financial and legal aspect of the bidding process were ignored by the government. No doubt, the conditions were changed to favor the Adani Group, only to favor a company, only to favor a company. This all bypassing of the norms and guidelines has happened, sir.
Please go.
Therefore, there's a move to monopolize the Indian airports. In future, you can see that entire airports of India will owned by only one company. Crony capital. How can we allow, sir? How can we allow this, sir? Therefore, many industries also complained that the timeline for the entire bidding process was extremely short given. The request for proposal was issued on December 14, 2018.
Please conclude, Venugopalji. Honorable Venugopalji, please conclude. Please conclude.
February 6th. I am concluding, sir. Therefore,
Please let him speak, sir.
Sir, I am speaking. This is my maiden speech, sir. This is my maiden speech, sir. Please allow me, sir. Please allow me, sir. I am speaking with facts only, sir.
Right, sir, but you have 2 speakers from your party who have already taken time. It's only 1 minute. Please conclude.
Therefore, there were also anomalies in the eligibility terms and conditions set by AIA for bidders. For instance, the minimum technical and financial capacity for qualifying bidders was surprisingly identical. How can it, sir? The airport of Jaipur is different between airport of Thiruvananthapuram. The same clause, sir, same clause in the
please conclude.
Is identical. How can it be happen? Sir, one more thing I will tell you. Now the Airport Authority of India become AAA, Airport Authority of Adani.
In the last 6 years, the civil aviation sector has undergone a transformational positive change. Let me explain how. In just a period of 5 years, the total air passenger traffic has more than doubled. It has increased by 118%, registering a double-digit growth for most of the years, rather every year. While if you compare this with the previous 5 years tenure, the increase was only 54%. So we have more than double the growth in terms of passenger traffic. I'm mentioning these facts because these are all important to the provisions of the present bill, because the government has ambitious plans for the expansion of the civil aviation sector, and this bill certainly has provisions to ensure that we have affordable, safe, and accessible aviation for the people of our country. We are today, in the world, we are the 3rd largest domestic aviation market in the world. And international passengers, we are 4th or 5th largest. It keeps varying, but we are certainly one of the largest civil aviation markets in the world. And we are the fastest growing civil aviation sector. We have the fastest growing civil aviation sector in the world. And that certainly speaks volumes. As I mentioned, the growth has more than doubled, and it certainly is contributing, it's helping people of our country to travel right across the country, even to remotest parts of the country where access was not available earlier. According to the World Economic Forum Travel and Tourism Rankings, we were ranked 65th in the world in 2013. And in 2019, our rank has climbed to 34. From 65, we have improved to the rank of 34, and that was possible only because under the tenure of this government, under Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji's leadership, both travel and tourism sectors have shown a huge improvement and a promise. The objective of the Honorable Prime Minister is to make air travel affordable, safer, accessible, comfortable, pleasurable, and not just to only the privileged few of the country, but to make it accessible to every section of our society. And therefore, this bill is in the right direction to amend the 1934, the Aircraft Act, with the vision of the Prime Minister to increase, to have a huge expansion of the traffic, to enhance the airport network and infrastructure, to streamline regulatory functions of various bodies, and to enhance security while fulfilling international obligations.